I created a tier list video of all the 20 platinum trophies that I've gotten up to this far. We've got 5 categories. I'm glad it's over, tough AF, great, light work, and meh, which is like really easy, but like, you know, I just did it for fun. Light work was great story, but mostly easy. Great is like something that's balanced in terms of story and challenge. Tough AF is where you get like the really hard platinum trophies where like maybe I may or may not have done things that I might not be proud of, but yeah, we'll talk about those later. And then I'm glad it's over is literally the worst of the worst, and it might not even be that it's hard, but I think I'm gonna put the ones that were like the most grindy and the most tedious to get. So we're gonna start with the first platinum I ever got. I actually lined these up in order of the ones that I got first. So my first ever platinum, Detroit Become Human, I'm gonna put it in great. It's not hard, and I think the really challenging thing was trying to get like the magazines, because the magazines would change based on the decisions you got. So yeah, I think this one is really not really that challenging because it's all about like, oh, do this as Connor, do this as Kara. So it's like it's hard to miss, but I guess the magazine thing was like a bit challenging. God of War goes into tough AF, and we all know why it's here. It's everybody's worst boss fight. Is it Sigrun? Yeah, I think like the Valkyrie Queen. Yeah, the hardest boss I've ever had to fight. And I played this game on medium, well, like normal I guess, and I barely got through that fight. I even cheated. This is where it's not that I cheated, but like I did the dishonorable thing and I lowered the difficulty. And I know what you're thinking, boo, whatever, but I don't care. I got the platinum.
You have no honor, and you are a slave to it.
And yeah, we move on. I might maybe play New Game Plus and try and get it, or try and beat her the normal way, but for now, like, I'm not proud of it, but I just had to lower the difficulty to easy because yeah, I couldn't beat her no matter what I tried. Next is Assassin's Creed Origins, and I'm gonna put this in, do I put it, it's between great and light work. I think I'm gonna put it here for now, only because it's pretty easy in terms of just getting the trophies. Like all you gotta do is just go through the whole map and uncover all the question marks that are on the map, and then you'll eventually get all the trophies. So that's why I can't really put it on. It's great because of the story, but like it is also like pretty easy. So I'm gonna put it in light work. Need for Speed Payback, I'm gonna put it in light work as well, because it seems difficult at first, but once you get like the best cars for each like drift challenge and you know the drag race and the racing things, like you'll eventually like beat all the speed traps, do all the drifting targets that you need, and it's pretty easy. So I'm gonna put it in light work. Uncharted 4 goes in great because ultimately I love the Uncharted series, my favorite game. I think I used exploits for this one. So like there's a whole thing, like I had to use the guide. Yeah, I used an exploit to get the trophy on like crushing difficulty. I think you had to like create a new save and then do something, and then you start the game, but before the game loads in, you jump to the end and then you get the platinum trophy, or you get the crushing difficulty thing. So yeah, there's just a whole bunch of exploits used, especially for like the speed run that you had to do like what, under 6 hours I think. You know, use the guide for all the collectibles. At least like it was helpful because it has chapter select, so you can choose like which area you go into and just pick up all the treasures. But obviously some of them like you can't find, so I literally used the guide for this. And yeah, the online was a bit challenging because it's kind of hard to find games on Uncharted 4, but I did this like a couple years back, maybe like 2-3 years ago. So yeah, but the servers were not great. And Horizon, I'm gonna put it in light work as well because story's cool, and I think this is also the one where it's like if you go to every location on the map, you'll eventually collect all the collectibles, you'll defeat all the corrupted animals, not animals but robots that you need to, and yeah, like you just go through the story, eventually you'll get the platinum. It's not really that hard. A Way Out is, I think I'll put it in meh. I think because yeah, like the platinum trophy was really fun. The game is fun, but it's really like one of those games where it's like you just play it and then you do really like the things, you just do the optional things they ask you to do and then you get it. It's not really, you know, anything on the story. The story is great. You know, the betrayal of Leo was tough to take, you know, like I was pissed off when I first played it because I was Leo and I was like, what the hell is going on? But yeah, I think I'm gonna put this one in Mac because it's pretty like super easy. Wildlands, what we got? I'll put it in great purely because of Sueño, you know, like I love that guy as a boss. I love the whole like Ghost Recon Wildlands game, you know, the whole package of like the whole cartel thing, and the story is pretty gay. What did I say? No, it was pretty great, sorry. And yeah, like in terms of getting all the collectibles, you literally just have to travel the whole map and go to all the question marks and you'll get all the documents you need. You'll defeat all the bosses eventually. So it's a great game. It's not really hard, you know. Might have used a guide or two for certain things like killing 4 people with 1 C4 and all of that, but otherwise pretty straightforward game. Now GTA 5, I'ma put it, does it go in tough AF or great? Because it was really a grind on like trying to get to, is it level 100 on GTA Online? And I boosted a lot of it with the boys because, you know, when you need to get like the racing challenges and stuff and you need to like get first place, and it was always like I used to play with my friends, so we used to do this thing of we'd just load up a race and I'd just tell them like, yo guys, let me win this one. I'd win it and then carry on, and then we'd do that with like most of the stuff. And then I think the challenging one was to get like the 70 gold medals. That was kind of hard. Playing golf was a nightmare. Like I could barely get that. I struggled. I think it was even between me and the person I was playing against, but yeah, it was just really hard. And also the close shave trophies, I forgot about those were hell, but then once you get good, it's not really that bad. So yeah, I think tough AF is decent. For Odyssey, I think Odyssey goes on light work as well because yeah, story is cool and trophies are really straightforward in terms of like just upgrading your character. And yeah, the only thing that might be challenging was like the legendary boss fights, like against Medusa and the Minotaur. And did you fight Cyclops? Yeah, Cyclops I think. But other than that, it's pretty easy. So yeah, it's nothing really to write home about. And I think now we've got our first, I'm glad it's over. Now this game, I hate it. Xenoverse 2 is the worst. I hope I never play it again. I never wanna see this game. I wish I never liked Dragon Ball Z because then I wouldn't have to play this game. That's how much I hate Xenoverse 2, because there's this one trophy where you have to awaken the abilities of all the races or something like that. So it literally means you have to play the game 5 separate times, because I think you had Saiyan, Human, Margin, the Frieza race, and can't remember what the other one was, like 4 or 5. And you literally had to play this game, and I think you had to play like 25% of the game before you could get like an awakening thing or something like that. And it was literally so mind-numbing. It was so boring. Also, the whole thing about having to play like the parallel quests that never seem to end, and some of them you needed to get like Z rank or something so that the next one could unlock. I think it was Z or S. If you got lower than that, it wouldn't unlock, so you had to like play until you get it. The other problem with it was the whole, what are those missions called? Expert missions, where you play online. And the worst thing is like when you get into an expert mission, but most of the assist characters or whatever, the other people, are NPCs, and they always died quickly. And if a number of you guys died, the whole mission is game over, because you'd end up not being able to defeat the boss or what, the great ape that was there. So that was like really, it was hell. And also like the margin trophies where you had to like create, like Boo had to have kids for some reason, and then you had to like feed him, and one of the kids had to change colors. The Krillin training missions were hell, because why am I carrying milk all around? So yeah, no, this game, hated it. I'm glad it is over. Now we go to COD Modern Warfare. It's another great game, pretty straightforward like trophy list. I think I had to play it twice because of they had like the one where you had to play it on veteran as well, or you had to complete the game on veteran. So I had to do that, played it twice. And yeah, other than that, story's great. The thing is, the first Call of Duty I finished, like I played and finished in its entirety. So yeah, otherwise Call of Duty, great game. And then Uncharted Lost Legacy goes in light work, pretty easy as well. Just follow the game, whatever you missed, chapter select, and yeah, probably use the guide for like most of the collectibles and the treasures and stuff. So it's pretty simple. Now Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, right up there, only because I didn't plan to play this game. Like a friend asked me, like he wanted to get the platinum, but now the problem is the online for this game is atrocious. Like no one plays this game anymore, so I just had to help him out with it. And yeah, like it was a problem because you needed to get to level 60 online, but nobody plays. So it's like when everybody else is not playing, like you can't play because you need everybody online to level up. And it was the whole thing where we had to take turns doing certain things to like get certain trophies. You had to play the story mode, and the story mode is a story mode where like you only get certain things in other chapters, and then you have to almost backtrack, I guess, to the earlier levels to unlock the stuff that you only got access to in the later parts. Like maybe you needed a weapon or something that you needed in part 1, and then you have to go back to part 1, use that to unlock whatever you need to unlock, or blah blah blah. It was just the whole thing. It was pretty annoying. So yeah, I'm definitely glad that one is over. But yeah, never gonna play this game again because got the platinum. But yeah, it was also like a weird thing where you had to like buy every optional character online, and yeah, that was just pain. Next we got Star Wars Jedi. Put this in light work as well. Nope, I'm putting this in. I'm glad it's over, and the reason why is because of the map. The map is the worst map in gaming history because you literally don't know where you are 100% of the time, and you need to clear the maps. You need to somehow find chests which aren't marked or anything. Like, it's brutal, and yeah, the map is confusing. You can't tell up from down, left from right. So yeah, I'm glad this one is over, but I enjoyed the story, you know. Cal Kestis, you know, fighting Darth Vader was sick, so I'm gonna put this in. I'm glad it's over, just purely because of the map. UFC 4, I have a story about this one. I couldn't, like, this is so close to not being on this list because I couldn't defeat the Blitz battle thing. Like, I couldn't get to like level 7 because every time I'd play Blitz, I'd get to like level 3, and then some reason I'd get knocked out. I think my highest was maybe level 4, but most of the time it was like level 3 knockout, level 3 knockout. I needed a friend of mine to help me play Blitz battle on my behalf just so that I could get this trophy. So shout out to the bro for this one. And yeah, I'm actually glad it's over, but I'm gonna put it in tough AF. I might upgrade it, but what's definitely going in I'm glad it's over is Injustice 2, for one reason and one reason only: Catcall. Now, Catcall is an ability that it's almost impossible to get Catcall. I don't know why they had, because it would have gone in great, you know, if it was just Batman needs to defeat this person with this ability. You know, that is most of the trophies. But then you get to the online stuff where they tell you gotta play 200 online matches. I actually boosted most of them with my friends because nobody plays Injustice online. So it was a thing of me and my friend would load in and would literally always find each other because nobody plays this game. That's how bad it was. And I think my friend hasn't even finished it. I don't think he wants to finish it because he's just like, nah, he doesn't feel like he's gonna get Catcall in his lifetime. That's how rare it is. So he just stopped playing the game. But I'm glad Injustice 2 is over because I love the story. The story is great, but yeah, I'm glad it's over, man. The platinum was a real grind. Mortal Kombat 11, I'm putting it here as well. It's not hard, it's just tedious. The crypt, having to unlock like 200 chests in the crypt, having to play 250 towers. I actually used the exploit where you just load into a tower and you immediately exit, and then it counts as a tower. I had to just do that 250 times. I think I tried to do it normally, but I realized like Mortal Kombat 1 is coming out and I don't like this game like that. So I was just like, no, I'm using the exploit. Used it, and you never think getting 100 brutalities is a lot until you start it and you realize that nah, this game's not ending. So yeah, putting that in, I'm glad it's over as well. And then Spider-Man, it's a great platinum. I mean, it could go in light work, but I think the story is just pretty awesome, you know. And then Spider-Man Miles Morales goes in right next to it as the last platinum I got, purely because it's a pretty simple story. Just play the game, you get all the backpacks. In Spider-Man, you get all the, what is it called? Whatever it's called. I can't remember the thing, the collectibles for Miles Morales. But yeah, you just collect those, go to every item on the map, you'll eventually unlock it. So yeah, this is my hardest platinum trophy tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, then leave a like on the video and yeah, subscribe to the channel.